everybody, and welcome to FLAVAHOUSE Network's Weekend Eats. I'm Casey. I'm the host. I'm the creator. I'm the all of everything. And for those of you who are part of my Flavor fam, you know this. And for those of you who are just meeting me, that's who I be. I hope everybody had a wonderful week. I had a pretty good week because it was partial. And that's a good thing for me. Anywho, partial meaning that I had a few days off, but I was still working because I was working on this. Anywho, today, because of, like I said, the weather in a lot of places is turning a little cooler. I mean, for some reason, I'm telling you, it's a global warming. It's not hitting the way it used to hit this time of year. So I'm still feeling kind of, people are still walking around wearing summer clothes. Hey, but in my mind, and in what is it? The almanac? That's what it is. The almanac. It is fall as of what was September 23rd. And I am so ready for soup. You know, I did the soup the other week, but I got another one for you. So I'm thinking root vegetables. Yes, root vegetables. And, potatoes, carrots, I'm going to do a little parsnips, which I've never tried in my soup before, but I hear it's really, really tasty. So I'm going to do that. Root vegetables are like turnips and things like that. I don't know if I want to go that deep, but they even consider culinary-wise root vegetables as anything that, vegetables you pull from the ground. Well, not greens, but, like onions and stuff like, well, no, but onions are really not a root vegetable, categorized as that, but culinary wise is considered a root vegetable. So anyway, and garlic and stuff like that. But we're not going to go into the sciences. We're all about the flavor. We're going to make a creamy chicken and root vegetable soup. Okay. And it's going to be all that. And of course, I'm going to do the quicker way, but there's an even quicker way that I'm going to give you guys a hack so you can just like that. Also, we're going to be talking about coffee, of course, but coffee fortune telling. And you're like, what in the heck? She don't listen. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm telling you, it's such a thing. And I have extended our Cook at Home challenge. It's so important. I don't know what you guys are experiencing out there, but what I'm experiencing here is higher prices at the grocery store. It is becoming challenging to feed my big family, and I got to come up with some stuff. So cooking at home, cooking your own meals. I just said one time a week, where it can carry over to lunch the next day, or maybe a leftover dinner if you want. That's all I'm asking. If you can do that, you're going to see the difference. I have my sister-in-law, Teresa. She made that lovely meatloaf cupcake last Sunday, and she made candy yams and macaroni and cheese. And if I can get it up on my screen, I'm going to show you the picture she sent me. And then there's Jerome, who's been doing the thing. Jerome has been, and hey, Jerome, how are you? Good morning. He's been cooking and cooking and cooking, and he's been saving and saving and saving. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he has a Bahamas vacation at the end of the year. How about that? Hey, Lolo, how are you? So good to see you. I'm talking about this soup, and I'm talking about trying to economize and all these things. So I extended the challenge for another 4 weeks. Okay. I know y'all tired of me. I just can't let it go. Okay. Because it's not getting any better. It just isn't. And I'm going to tell you, once these prices go up, they ain't going back down. You need to know. All right. And of course, my home cooking story time. Anywho, we're going to get started getting this soup on. We're going to get the ingredients, and then we're going to throw this puppy together. But I'm going to take a sip of my coffee while beautiful assistant, does her normal thing, throws the ingredients at me, and I throw them back. Okay?
Yeah, I'm going to throw them.
This coffee's really good. This coffee's good. Her coffee's not cold, guys. It's good. Yes. Okay, well, we're going to start off with butter. Okay? Because butter makes all things better, and it makes these soups delicious. So we got some butter here. And we're going to pass it back. So, beautiful assistant. We're going to put, like I said, root vegetables. So, we got our fave, which are red potatoes, and you cut up about 6 red potatoes. She cubed them up, if you can see. And see, it's so kind of hard, here because the light and they're white, but you can see it, it's nicely cubed. We didn't want it too small because, potatoes will disintegrate, and we're not trying to have creamy potato soup. So we wanted it to be big enough where when they cook, they will have some substance and some integrity. So there's about 6 potatoes here. I have a combination of carrots and parsnips. And if you don't know what a parsnip is, a parsnip actually looks something like a carrot with no color. But it is a kind of root vegetable. And from what I understand, it's very sweet. So
I was about to say it smells sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet. So it's going to give a nice sweetness to the soup. So I'm looking forward to trying it. If I like it, I may be using parsnips. Okay, and how many carrots do we have? We have 3 whole carrots and 3 whole parsnips. And they're not expensive either. Okay, of course, I have some fresh thyme. I have some fresh rosemary. I have my herbettes here, which one of them jumped and ran. One of them ran. Come back here.
She ran
Come
off.
with your sisters. Thank you very much. Okay, so I have some chopped basil. I have some parsley and, of course, some Italian herbs. And these are all fresh. And as I'll say, for anyone who has not seen this, these keep for about a month. They don't stay that long in my house, but they will keep for about a month. And that's what I like about them. I have a white onion, which I'm going to use about half of this large white onion. Just going to dice it up. As a matter of fact, I'll probably really mince it up really small because it's not, I don't want, the size and the crunch of the onion. I'm just trying to flavor. And then I have, what are these, 2 chicken breasts?
Yeah.
These are 2 large chicken breasts that we've cubed up. The objective is to cook these down, and I'm going to try to shred them because I want it to be, I don't want it too fine, but I want it to be able to incorporate throughout the soup. And we have some heavy whipping cream. We have some reduced sodium chicken broth. I have, of course, my Casey's Blessing all-purpose seasoning, and you can get whatever all-purpose seasoning that you have at your grocery store. That is until I can release this stuff. Don't ask me when. It's a struggle. Okay, I have some cornstarch that we're going to be using for a little thickening agent. I have some, and this is optional. I'm going to be using a little red cooking wine because it'll kind of lift the flavor. You do not have to have this. And the alcohol, this is for cooking, so it's going to cook right off. It's not going to have any alcohol content. Of course, I have my minced garlic, which I love, love, love. I am going to use a pinch of salt. I have some olive oil. Popeye. Well, I don't know. Popeye been missing in action for a while. I'm just letting you know. Okay. I have my sweetener of choice. You can use sugar. I am using Splenda. I have a little bit of nutmeg, and you're like, nutmeg? What are you doing with that? Okay. Trust the process. Yes, trust the process. I'm not trying to make a pastry. This will elevate your flavor. Trust me. Okay. And then I have some black pepper. And finally, some tomato paste, which I bought in a tube because guess what? When you get the tube, when you get a can, if you don't use it all, then, hey, you either put a piece of foil on it, try to stick it in the fridge, gets that little black crust. Anyway, this is more economical because I can close it up and it's always fresh and it's on sale. Hello, my husband. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, what you say, Lo? Butter, butter, butter. Yes, butter. This butter. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to get over here and I am going to season this chicken just a little. I don't want a whole lot of seasoning chicken because I'm going to layer stuff. We took the chicken, we cleaned it, and we put a little bit of meat tenderizer, Adolf meat tenderizer on it. It's been sitting in there for about 30 minutes. And that is just to keep the moisture in because we're using chicken breast. You can use whatever pieces of the chicken you want. And if you want a quick hack, whatever that chicken that's, because I thought I was going to have some. Beautiful assistant made oven stuffer roasters the other day. I thought I would have some left over. I was going to use in this too. Well, it wasn't none. But if you have a rotisserie chicken, or go get a rotisserie chicken for about $5 or $6, you can take it, shred it. There you go. And I'm going to show you a quick way to get those veggies done, because I ain't trying to wait all forever. So let's get over here and get started. I'm going to take a sip of this. Y'all take a sip of whatever.
Whatever you like.
Exactly. So let me go over here.
Yep, I'm going to go.
All right. So beautiful assistant is over here making her gigantic. You know, I just made up a word, y'all. Her gigantic cup of coffee.
Yes, I did. I
Okay.
have my drink.
She got her gigantic. Show them the gigantic cup of coffee.
Look, this gonna keep me good for a while now. I need that. I ain't had that in a couple days.
Okay, so while you do that, can you cut me a half an onion in our little contraption? Okay. I'm going to bring my computer over here so you guys can see. Let me just get everything over
you need
here.
a single or double still?
I'm going to need a double still, you know.
Okay. Let me get that one out.
Okay, so you can sit that one up there.
Okay.
I'm going to grab this. And
Cord, we'll get the.
I'm not even listen, I'm about to lose. I'm not even plugged in, y'all.
Oh, my Jesus.
Okay, plug me in.
Okay.
Plug me in. Yes.
Plug it in.
Yes, I'm not what do you call a glade plug-in? Yes, I'm not a glade plug-in, not yet anyway. Listen, I forgot to plug my computer in. Thank goodness I keep it charged all the time, or you would have been like seeing me.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Yes,
Far away.
exactly, far away from here. But anywho,
What did you have? Oh, you said.
yes, I need for beautiful assistant to cut up my onion, and I'm going to take this chicken, and I'm just going to use it in the bag. I'm going to do it the clean way. But first, I'm going to take my jewelry off. Yes, I am. And I'm going to put my gloves on. I'm going to be a good girl, because somebody told on me that I washed my hands with Dawn dishwashing detergent. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, because I think that the dermatologist is watching. I don't know. I don't know.
She said, "Stop being naughty."
I don't know if she was watching or not. Excusez-moi.
She said, "Somebody."
Okay. I think they told us. I got this random call, you know, and she's checking up to see how my hands are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I pled the fifth, y'all. Anyway, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get my gloves out. Even though I don't need them right now, because I'm not gonna touch this chicken. I'm telling you now. I'm gonna do my famous seasoning in the bag. I need cooking spray. That's what I don't have. Cooking spray. I'm gonna move this off of here. Okay, I need some cooking spray. And I'm just gonna lightly cook this chicken because I'm gonna set it to the side. Okay, let me get this over. I'm gonna spray this little pan here, and I hope this one is big enough. I like this pan. These pans are really, really cute. I like them a lot. I really do. And that's why I am treating them very, very gently. So this is why I spray. But I like these. I got these pans off of Amazon. And I am now officially an Amazon affiliate. So I will be pushing everyone to go through my links in my rewatches and my videos, which I'm going to be putting them there. And, you know, if you see some stuff here that you want to get, a lot of it comes from Amazon. If it doesn't come from Amazon, they have things that are like it. And you can just go through my link and you can buy. Yes, you can. I appreciate the help. That's for sure. That'll keep me here doing my thing. Anyway, so I'm going to spray this. And I'm going to take this chicken and I'm just going to put just a little bit of seasoning. You know I'm going to do the Casey's Blessing. Can't help myself. I'm going to do some Casey's Blessing on here. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the bag method keeps you from having to touch this chicken. So I'm going to just bring it down just a little bit so you can see. I'm not doing anything special. I just opened up my bag. My chicken is in there. I'm going to take my Casey's Blessing, and it has no sodium. So I usually make Casey's Blessing rain. So it just goes, I don't measure. I just put whatever I feel like putting on here because it's not going to do anything but elevate the flavor. So that's what I do. But if you're using something else, you want to read the labels and make sure that it doesn't have too high of a sodium content if you are sodium sensitive. Okay?
Question. Do
Yes.
You want me to, like really finely?
Yeah, I want the onion chopped really finely. So I put the Casey's blessing on. I'm going to put a little bit of pepper. Okay, just like that. And I think what I'm going to do also, I want to put a little onion powder, which I don't have out here, but I'm going to get it. One moment. So let me see if I know I have onion powder. Where are you, onion powder? See, I'm looking for, I have onion powder, guys, but I need an onion powder that is open. Okay, I need an onion powder that's open. I don't want to open it up. It's just like my paprika. I'm going to have to open that. So, yeah, you can open the paprika for me. I'm just going to put a little tad of onion powder in here, just like that. So, now, what I'm going to do... Okay, great. I'm going to close it up. And then I'm going to give it a massage because I am a firm believer of treating my food well. Making the food feel comfortable. So when it does its job by feeding me, it will taste delicious and feed me well. So my chicken gets a massage, just like that, in the bag. And the massage just kind of evenly distributes the seasoning. Okay, so that's it. That looks fine. Perfect. So I got the chicken. Let me shake this over here. Because I keep forgetting when I get to shaking stuff on this table, it shakes you. So let me get this off. Come on. And there's always one outlier that wants to stick at the top. So let me bring this back up. Just like that. Let me set it up here. Okay. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to get this on. And I just want it to go from looking nude or pinkish to looking opaque. So it's going to look white. Don't want to crisp it. I don't want to do anything like that. I want it to be done enough so I can just kind of pull it apart and it can go into my soup. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Let me just turn my pot on. And I think I'm going to put it on to 7. So I'm going to put it on a medium high, let it heat up. And then I'm going to stick this in just like that. Okay, once I do that, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little plastic bowl or something like that. Because what I'm going to do with the parsnips and the carrots to make this process go faster, I'm going to stick it in my microwave and I'm going to stick it in there for maybe about 3 to 4 minutes so they can start to soften. So when I put all this stuff together, it'll just cook really quickly and that's a hack. Now you can put the meat in raw if you want to. You can cook the meat a little. Then you slowly incorporate your other stuff. You want to incorporate, if you do that, you're going to incorporate your parsnips and your carrots first because they are a harder vegetable. Your potatoes, they're going to cook just like that. And if they overcook, then they're going to turn into mush. And that's not what we want for this. If you want...
I'm sorry. Jerome said she massages her chicken but beats her eggs.
Yes, exactly. All right. Forget you. See... That's my own personal heckler. Okay, so I'm putting this in, y'all. Okay. I'm putting it in just like that. And if you guys can see, I'm not touching nothing. And it's empty. Just like that. Close it up. Your hands are clean. And I'm going to get my little spatula. And I'm just going to flatten, separate the meat. Just like that. I may put a little bit of olive oil in here because I didn't put anything in here. I really don't want this to brown. I want it to kind of steam. So that's what I'm trying to do. Let me get it all flattened out so it can kind of get a even cooking. That smells good just like that. I'm going to be totally honest. Let me get a little bit of olive oil. I'm just going to stick a little bit of olive oil in here because it's not cooking that hot. So the olive oil is not going to burn. Because, olive oil is not an oil that can stand a lot of heat. So let me put a little bit in here. In the middle. about a teaspoonful. And I'm doing this because, you know, I told y'all I'm not trying to have no thickening or anything. Okay, and it does need a little bit of oil. Okay, so I'm kind of stirring this as I go. And as I'm stirring this, it's starting to turn opaque or not like a light beige color. And then you know it's cooking. So I turned it. And what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to put the lid on here. And I'm going to turn it down a little bit so it can kind of sweat, you know, and cook through. Then I'll flip it again. Okay, so let me take it down. I think I'm going to take it down to a 2 and see what we get. So that's over there. That's over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my vegetables in the microwave so they can be sitting. Because at the end of the day, what's going to happen is I'm going to join everybody in the marriage pot. I'm going to season it up. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to cook it. And then we're going to go through that process of letting it cook for a little bit. Then we're going to go through the thickening process, which I will show you. This is easy stuff. I'm telling you. Once you get the hang of this, honey, you be souping it up whenever you want to. Your own soup. See, I don't do soups like in cans or stuff like that. I just don't like them. But when I make my own soups, oh, baby. And you'll love it too. And you'll get more out of it. And hey, it's made by those two hands. These two hands. What can I tell you? Hey, I'm just saying. Let me go over here and get something to put this in. So let me see. I'm thinking I need that big giant plastic measuring thing. Is it in the dishwasher? Yeah, I got it. Because I'm going to put the carrots and the parsnips together, and then I'm going to just put them in the I'm not going to let them cook too much. And I'm going to do the same thing with the potatoes, just a little bit. Just a touch. So let me do that. Let me rinse this. Okay. So I'm taking one of these things here. This is a big old measure. You can't see the numbers anymore, I guess, because it's had its day. But anyway, it's a big old drink of water here. So I'm going to take the carrots and the parsnips. I'm going to put them in here, and I'm going to put just a teeny tiny bit of water so they can kind of steam in the microwave. I just want them to be just a little less tough. Right now, you know, you're getting a serious crunch if you bite into this. I don't want all that crunch. So when I stick it in there and it cooks maybe about 10-15 minutes, it's going to be the way I want it to be. So I'm putting it in here. Let me get a bit of water. And I put enough water in here. I'm going to show you guys. I put enough water in here just to cover the top. So now I'll take this. I'll stick this in the microwave. I'm going to start with about 4 minutes because, like I said, I don't want it to overcook. And we take it from there. I'll see if it's where it needs to be. Excusez-moi. I'm going to go to the microwave. So let me get this in. While Jerome thinks of another joke. Okay. Okay, I'm putting this on 4 minutes, and we're going to see what happens. In the meantime, I'm going to... Yeah, I'm putting it on 4 minutes. I put it on 4 minutes because I think 4 minutes is going to be the sweet spot where it's not mushy, it's not hard, but when I drop it in this soup, you know, once I get the chicken and stuff done and put the chicken in there and get my veggies and stuff in there, my other herbs and things, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, because I may need some more chicken stock. Do we have more? I'm going to need another chicken stock because, like I said, you know, I try to make enough. Okay. Yeah, so we have more. You know, so right now I have, how many ounces is this? This is 32. So I'll probably use maybe 6 cups of this for my family. Only because even if the kids don't eat it, I'll have it for next week because I'll put it in the freezer and I can have soup whenever I want to. If, like I said, I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. Every time I say I'm gonna say something, I can't tell you what legs walks it away, y'all. Okay. I'm not trying to hear that noise. Whatever. Okay, I'm gonna go over here check this chicken. See, there's always a reason Always a reason. However, I don't never have no leftovers around here. You know, it's like, you know how it is. Sometimes you don't want something right now, you know, but you want to have it. You do want it. So when you finally get to settle down, because for me, I can eat best when I am not busy or I don't have to think about anything and I can just relax. And that may take a few days. Huh. I better hide it. Let me take my take that. Let me check my chicken. Okay, so just as I said, it was steaming through. So now I'm going to start flipping it so the other side can get the way I want it. Because I want this to be done enough so I can kind of break this up. And even if I don't shred it, I want it to be in smaller bite-sized pieces. So whenever you scoop up some of the soup, the other ingredients, you're going to get chicken in every bite. So I'm going to take this up to a 3. I'm going to grab my coffee because I am determined to drink this coffee today. Y'all need to know. All right. So, because the coffee's really good today. See, I give props when props are due. Coffee's really good. It's really good today. Now, normally what I would do, and I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to saute my veggies and stuff, my herbs and things, because I probably will do that when I get this chicken inside the pot. Because it just brings up the flavors when you kind of saute them ahead of time. So, but in the meantime, while we're waiting to check this, and let me see how many minutes I got 53 seconds. So let me get a fork because I want to check it. The root veg, carrots and the parsnips. Let me get a fork because it is about to go off. It's about to do its thing. And we're going to see if 4 minutes does it. What do you guys think? Do you think 4 minutes? Do you think 4 minutes is going to do it? Exactly. Oh, by the way, did you guys see my short that advertised this live? It did really well. People love Roberta Flack. I set my short to Roberta Flack's The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, and it was fire. It really was. I tell you, pat, smack. Yes, it was fire. I enjoyed watching it over and over. But see, I can't, so I got to watch it like on the back end or it'll register and looks like I'm cheating. So I'm not trying to cheat. Let me check this. But when you get a chance, take a look. Okay, let me go over here and see what we got going on. I'm just going to stick my fork in and see. Honey, these hard things hard as a brick. Okay, so we're going to do another, I'm going to do another 4 minutes. They are in water. They're in water, yes. So that goes to show you how hard they are. So I'm going to do another 4 minutes, guys. So take a note, 4 minutes and 4, maybe 8 minutes. Let's see. Because again, these are fresh, so I want them to get a little softer only because I'm not trying to you don't have to go through this. I'm not trying to do this forever. I'm trying to get her done because I'm a little hungry and I really want this soup. And you may want to do this on a weeknight or you're doing it on a Saturday after you're coming from running your errands or whatever, and you just want to sit and relax until you come over at 7:30 to watch the Love Rhythm Recipe, because I will be there. Yes, I will. And it's going to be a great topic. Look at me plugging my show. Anyhow, y'all need to come on over there because the topic tonight, this is a triple threat. Everybody, again, we talk about budgets. So I decided to take Hamburger Helper and I'm glowing it up so high until you won't even recognize it. And I am making a full meal. I'm having a size and the Hamburger Helper. Yeah, baby. And let me get it to you. And this will feed hefty plates for 4 if you do half the recipe. Of course, I'm doing double because I'm feeding everybody for $25.47. Yes. Come watch. Okay, but that's not all. You're going to get this delicious meal that's really upscale and really romantic. And we're going to talk about, is your partner a helper or a helpmate? Now I want that to kind of roll around your head, okay? It can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. I'm going to give the definition. We're going to have some good conversation about it. We're going to learn some things. We're going to explore some things. And we're going to get a budget meal that blows everybody's mind. 7:30 tonight. Be there, be square. Let me get over here, take my coffee, take a drink. Oh, that's good. And let me turn around and see if the fire went up. It went up, and that's really good. So now I'm going to spray my big pot because I spray all of them. So it can be prepared to get its just comings, to get all the lovely food that's going in here. Okay. Move that over here. All right. So while we're waiting, I guess I can tell you about this coffee. When I read this stuff, I'm like, come on now. Cause see the way I come up with these coffee this coffee information, when I'm doing the lineup for my show weekly, I think to myself, self, I wonder, do they have such thing as coffee music? I wonder if, people so and so with coffee. And when I type the information in, you get all of this information. You would be amazed. I'm telling you, it's just amazing to me. It is like a beyond amazing. So I decided to type in coffee fortune telling. Well, this is how it works. I'm going to get my other glasses. I need to see this for real. One moment. Because I'm usually sitting over here where my glasses are, but I'm like, oh my goodness. So, oh boy. All right. So coffee fortune telling. Okay. What is it? Coffee fortune telling equals interpreting patterns left by the coffee grounds in the cup. So it's almost like how people read tea leaves. If you ever heard of that, they have, I guess, the leaves of the tea or whatever. But let me check the microwave. I'll be right back. This is interesting. So let me go over here and see. Don't be alarmed if you hear that. That's just my refrigerator telling me I'm ready. I'm ready. So let's see. Okay, this may have done it. Okay, yeah. I hope I didn't. I'm going to have to run it some cold water on here because I don't want it to keep cooking because it's right where I need it to be. So it's not going to take me long at all. I'm just going to show you guys one of these parsnip things. Okay, so you see how I'm able to just stick the fork through it. This is perfect right here. Just like that. This is the perfect consistency for your soup. I would say cook this a little, maybe like 3-4 minutes more inside the soup and get the flavors through it. It's ready. So you've done this ahead of time and you don't have to wait. So let's get this back over here. I'm going to run cold water on it to stop the cooking process. Okay. So let me get this in here. Get some cold water. I'm pouring these carrots and parsnips inside my colander. I'm rinsing this out because I think I'm going to, what if I can get my potatoes in here? You think, beautiful assistant?
I think so.
Okay, so I'm running cold. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, man. This is going to be the bomb. The bomb, I tell you, the bomb. I know what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to run some cold water on this, right? And I am going to, I'm going to stick the little bowl underneath it. But what I plan to do, now that I got them like that, I am going to put them in a freezer bag. I'm going to season them up while they wait to go. When I tell you, it's going to be fire. Let me get me a piece of paper towel because now my hand is wet. Okay. All right, so I'm going to let them sit in some water right now so they can cool down because I don't want them to keep cooking because they are at the, man, I wish that I could let you taste this. They're at the perfect texture. This is so much better than putting all the stuff in a pot and, okay, let me make sure I put it in here at the right time so the potatoes still have integrity. Well, see, some people don't care. I like for all of my vegetables, when I do vegetables like that and I'm boiling or I'm making a stew or something, I like for everything to continue to have integrity without it having to be hard. You know what I'm saying? So let me push this back just a touch. You may see a little, you may get a little, yeah, you're getting a little shaken. Let me try to lift this. Okay, there you go. I'm sorry that you're shaking. I'm giving you computer trauma and cheking you up, but you're gonna be okay because this soup gonna make it all better. Trust me. All right. So let me check my chicken, because see, my chicken is emitting juices now because I've steamed it. And I am telling you, this chicken is, I think it's done. Yep. I'm sitting here. Okay. So I'm gonna just show y'all what it is, and then I'm gonna ask my beautiful sister to come over here and kind of chunk it up for me. This is man, like I said, you get all your little pieces together like a puzzle, you slap that sucker together, you got some good eats. This is what you want the chicken to look like. And if you can see, can y'all see the liquid? You see this? This is the liquid. So normally with a chicken breast, you don't get a broth, okay? Because the chicken breast is usually very dry. But when you do that ADOS meat tenderizer dry brine ahead of time, it holds in moisture. And so when you cook it like that and you put the top on, you have a seasoned chicken broth from a chicken breast. Can you believe that? See all the lessons I teach you? Yes. So let's get this over here. I'm going to put over here, beautiful sister, and if you would be so kind as to kind of like just chop this up a little bit for me. And once you do that, I'm going to add it to the pot. I just want to kind of like, because I'm not going to shred this, guys. I'm just going to kind of let her kind of break them up a little so they can be small. You know, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Little smaller pieces, because see, the pieces are bigger. So what I'm doing, I'm taking these pieces and I'm just kind of breaking them in half and just kind of doing one of these things instead of taking it and shredding it, because I don't want it to be so tiny in my pot. Right. So more like this. You see, just kind of.
Okay, I'll show you after.
Right, exactly. You know, so I'm not looking for chicken salad consistency or anything like that. Oh, I might as well get the paper towels and bring them over here. Let me get them. Smells good, doesn't it? Just with that little bit of seasoning on, it smells really good. So now I'm looking. I think my carrots and my parsnips have cooled off enough because I don't want them to cook anymore. That's just the way it is. I'm looking at Jerome's stuff. He is so nutty, buddy.
He said something.
No, I'm just reading what he had put there before. Speaking of which, y'all, while she's doing that, I want to try to pull this food up on my phone so y'all can see it. Okay. Yeah, Jerome been doing his thing, but I didn't forget. See, y'all thought I had a senior moment, right? We're gonna get back to this coffee first. I just want to get my phone. See, yeah. Somebody on my job said to me, what was it the other day? The beginning, I think it was the 2nd of October. Oh, it's your birthday. I told her, don't be rushing them weeks. Okay, my birthday is the 25th of October. That is when I will be 26 yet again. Okay. I'm not even copping 36. I'm copping 26 again. Okay. And again and again and again.
Squared.
Exactly. And again and again and again. So when she said to me, because she's trying to be sweet and remember my birthday, I'm like, no. Okay, let's count the days. Not yet. Anyhow, don't get me twisted. I feel grateful for every moment that I'm allowed to be here on this earth. Trust me. Ain't got no issue with getting older because I just get better. You know, really. I like me so much now. I really do. Who was I before? I don't know. Anyway, I know me now. Anyway, so back to the fortune telling. So almost like reading tea leaves. It's popular in Middle Eastern countries like Greek, Turkish, Balkan cultures, okay? Usually done in Turkish coffee because it leaves a thick ground on the bottom. So a person like me who uses instant I guess I ain't gonna get no fortune told. I'm gonna have to go over to Jerome's house and get some coffee granules and that he buys and do it that way. Anyway, okay, I'm about to. You just see, she just hit the question. She said, "How does it work?" That's the next thing. How it works is after drinking a cup of the coffee, right? You turn the cup upside down. Now, my thing is this: when you brew coffee,
you don't brew it.
There's no. Maybe with Turkish coffee, maybe they have granules in it. I don't know. Okay, it says turn the upside down onto a saucer and let it cool. So maybe you deliberately put some granules in there so you can read. That's the only thing I can think of. Let me see what you got. Oh, that's perfect. So let's show them what we got. Okay, so just just slowly, but don't get your finger in front of the camera. Okay, all right there is good. This is what we want it to look like. Okay. Just like that. So when I put it in the soup, you're gonna have a bite of chicken with every bite of vegetable. So I'm gonna drop this in this pot, then I'll finish telling you about the coffee. And also what I'm gonna do is, because I'm wondering why, see, we go from one thing to the other. Either we freezing in here or it's hot as I don't know what. So now I'm sitting here and I'm hot. I don't do hot. I don't like cold, but I don't do hot. Okay, so let me see what's going on. Okay. Because it's still warm outside here. And my house, I had my house re-sided with this composite stuff. You have to look it up. It's not regular siding. And when I tell you they sealed my house, so whatever is in here, if it's cool in here, the cool stays. If it gets hot in here, the hot stays. And yeah. The AC was like on 70 and it's hot. And yes, I'm doing AC because it's still warm up where I am. Listen, don't give me the line. So I'm going to cool it off a little bit because it's getting hot in here. And no, I'm not taking off all my clothes. No, I ain't finishing that. This is a family show. So don't get it twisted. Okay, so I'm gonna put this chicken in here, y'all. So it can get in here along and see, just like that, when she crumbled it all up like that, it soaked up those juices. So this chicken is right now highly flavored. So I'm gonna take that, put that in the bottom. There's a little juice in there. I'm gonna rinse this out because I'm gonna use this. I am going to crisp up my vegetables a little because I want to release that flavor. Okay, and I'm just rinse this out just like that. And put this back over here and get my paper towels. I tell you, the best thing I could have done in life was to buy this table. I am here to tell you, okay, because I love the fact that I can get you guys closer. I love the fact that it has a little shelf on the bottom and I can have all my things ready, right? Get yourself one because it folds up and you can see it in the corner. Trust me. Amazon, not expensive. Okay, so if you cook a lot like I do, this makes it. And when you guys start cooking a lot like I do, cause I'm gonna get y'all there. We're gonna go together. Yes, we are. Cause I don't want you to get it twisted. I am guilty as you are of taking a short way out because my life is very busy. And I had to put a break on it, okay? Because I'm looking at, first of all, the nutritional value, and it ain't like I'm cooking vegan or anything here. However, when you cook at home, you determine what goes in it. You determine how it's served. You determine the tweaks and the things that are going to be helpful to your family. My kids need more iron. So they don't like beef that much, So I've been trying to get it in here, get it in there or whatever through food. Now, yeah, multivitamins are fine, but I want them to get these things naturally. So if I got to grind something up and hide it, you can't get that when you go to the restaurant. Something may be ground up and hidden in there, but you don't know what that is. Okay, so we just rinse that. And like I said, I don't want any restaurant to think that I am bashing eating out, because I am not. Okay. What I am saying is we need to have an equilibrium unless you are financially secure. Okay. You got monies and you just want to eat out and you just want to take the risk of whatever somebody gives you. Okay. 1 second, y'all. So I'm just saying, I'm coming from a practical, point of view. I, like you, like I said, I'm just a regular mother. I work every day. Okay. And I know the struggles that I face as a working person, as a regular person. I am not financially, so in a place where, oh well, I can just go get a filet mignon or whatever case may be, or I don't have to worry about funds. So I have to think smart and think logical, along with being able to think comfort. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes there's an equilibrium that has to be made. Things are changing, and we have to be able to pivot and change with it. So I'm gonna put this stuff in here. I'm just trying to clean something off my stove here because it's getting on my nerves. Y'all know how I am. Okay, so got that done. Now, what I was saying is I got the meat in here. It's sitting there nicely. I have my vegetables over there. They're sitting in water. I'm going to take them out. I see 8 people in my chat. 8th person. Can you hit me up with a like? I appreciate you. Yes, I do. I'm going to strain these vegetables because now they have definitely stopped cooking. And I'll just let them get the water out. And then I'm going to put them in a freezer bag so I can season them up a little bit. So when they go in and marry with the rest of their family, they'll be nicely seasoned. And the thing about it is, they don't have to be completely dry when you do it. So let me get this. I'm going to put them in here and I'm going to show you how to do a little seasoning on this. And this is the layer method. I layer everything, and that's why my food tastes the way it does. I'm not just bragging, it's the truth. Okay. I didn't name this network Flavor Town just because it's the truth. Yes, it is. And you probably don't know what I'm singing because of the song. I have children. So it's a song from a show called, what was it? Steven Universe. I really liked that show. It was so cute. And they had a singer called Estelle. And so she was one of the character voices. And she sang, and they had all these. Her name was Garnet in the show. Not y'all gonna go run and watch it. But she has a very nice voice. And the songs that they have on the show.
Well, that was the movie.
Oh, that was the movie? Oh, the show. See, I don't know, but I'll be watching anyway. It was a movie.
Y'all watch it. It's great.
They had songs in the movie, right? And one of the songs was "It's the Truth, It's the Truth." It's the truth? Something like that. What? Kind of love, something like that. But it was the truth. She knows it.
It's great. It's a good movie. And
it's
a good message. Yeah,
and it has good messages. And I liked it. My kids liked it. And I like to watch some of the things that they like to watch. Sometimes my son will be like, "Hey, Mom, you want to sit and watch this anime? Hey, Mom, you want to sit?" And, I wouldn't normally. I'll be totally honest, but I do like cartoons. Yes, I do. I like adult cartoons. I like regular cartoons. There are some cartoons I like, and I will sit and deliberately watch them. Will I go to the movie theater by myself without a child? No, I won't, because I don't want people to think something's wrong with me. But I like cartoons. I do, because a lot of the cartoons that they have now have real dynamics. And I forget that they're animated or whatever. That's just me. That's the kid in me. What can I tell you? So I'm going to take a little bit of my Casey's Blessing, but I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil, just a cap full of olive oil. So I'm going to take a cap of this, and I'm going to put it in here on these vegetables, just like that, to help my seasoning stick. And I'm going to put a little Casey's Blessing, just attach. Where did that word come from? A touch. Just a touch. I'm going to do some onion powder on them. I am going to do some pepper on them. And I am going to do just a little squeeze of Splenda. One squeeze. Okay.
Also, there is open garlic in the.
Oh, and we have some open garlic, but I'm gonna saute that. So now that I have that in there, and Jerome, you can look at me again because I'm gonna massage this on the vegetables gently.
Then our veggies go to the spot.
Okay, yeah, the veggies go to the spot. Okay, there are no eggs being hurt today in this meal. Okay, so I have this just like that, and I'm gonna sit them to the side, y'all. Okay, so now I'm gonna get my potatoes. Ooh, that pepper got me about to sneeze. So if I sneeze, you know why. Okay, so it's you know how you get that sneeze and it's like right there, and it don't want to come out. Okay, you know, Miss Cobb, I just saw this. She's rewatching it because she's preparing to go to a Detroit Lions game. Good luck to your team, Lois. Okay, good luck to your team. You are busy, busy, busy. I love it. That's delicious. Okay, I'm gonna get my coffee back on my heater, then I'll be around here talking about it's too cold, okay? So let me get it on here. And I got that seasoned. I'm gonna get the potatoes inside that little container and get them inside the microwave. And I'm only gonna do them for probably 3.5 minutes because these potatoes will cook fast and I don't want them to be overcooked. Okay, so let me get that. And like I said, this is about 6 potatoes. You can use less or more. Like I said, if you make a lot of this soup, if you use this exact recipe and it's only 2 of you, 1 of you, 4 of you, you're going to have leftovers. And trust me, the longer this sits, it can last in the refrigerator for a good week, just in the fridge. But if you want to freeze it, oh, it can last you for a good long time, especially if you have one of those. And Lord, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of this, what you call it, the shrink wrap thing.
Oh, the vacuum sealer?
A vacuum sealer. I think I paid maybe $30 for this one. Now they come in all different arrays. They come in all different price points. $30 is all you really need. Okay, I'm telling you, it works perfect because it sucks all. It has different levels or different buttons to suck out stuff, and it can suck out all the air. And so when it sucks out all the air, no oxygen gets into decay your food or to let freezer burn get in. So when you take stuff out of the freezer that you use that and I'm gonna say shrink wrap again, that thing vacuum sealer again. You can tell I don't use the appliances. She does this. It's just like you just cooked it. Trust me, I would not lie. So if you want to get one of those, I did get that off of Amazon. And like I said, what I do is I'll get the links of the things that I'm talking about, and you can go right to it. And you may find something else that you want while you're in there. But hey, pretty much everything in the world is on Amazon. You know, so let me put these potatoes in here. And she was right, it does fit. I'm gonna get some water to cover it. I'm gonna put them in. I'm gonna start with 3 minutes because these are red potatoes. Red potatoes tend to get tender a little faster. So I'm gonna put them in. And then okay, so back to the coffee. So we were at how it works. So like I said, you turn it upside down and you put it on the sauce side and it creates a pattern according to what you're saying. Okay, and whoever reads it, the interpreter, they see symbols in the patterns to tell your future, supposedly, your personality or any hidden feelings. So the common symbols are, they have a heart. That means if it looks like a heart, it's love, romance, and new relationship. If it looks like the shape of a bird, it's good news or travel coming soon. If it looks like the shape of a snake, betrayal or hidden enemy. So you better look at them backstabbers. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Them people. Then if it's a circle, completion, success, or new beginnings. A tree, family, growth, and or stability. A letter, communication, or a person's name and initials. So that's what you might see. And of course, oh, I'm so tired of my allergies. Good grief. Excuse me, y'all. I have to take care of this. My nose is running. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, good grief. So, the cultural significance is more than just fortune telling. It also is a bonding ritual after they eat. So, this is like an after dinner game that they play. Okay, friends and family often gather, they drink the coffee, they read each other's cups, and it's seen as entertainment, but also a way to connect and share their hopes and their fears. It's a fun fact and legends. They say some believe that the coffee fortune telling dates back to hundreds of years to the Ottoman Empire. I don't know what that is. I'm going to look it up. Okay, so it's in Greece. Oh, the Ottoman Empire is in Greece. Okay, it's often called the Cafe Mandalia. That's what it's called. Okay, cafe with a K. So still practiced in coffee shops today, sometimes even offered as a side service. So you go in some of these coffee shops, I guess, in these areas, these cultures, or Greece, a place like that, and they will do this coffee future reading. Okay. Oh, with Turkish coffee, also in Turkey, they do it. So a modern twist. It says TikTok and Instagram readers now do a digital coffee reading where people send photos of their cups. Fortune-telling cafes exist in cities like Istanbul, Athens, and even New York City. So maybe I have to make a trip up to New York and see all about this. How about that? But see, that'll be on my show, Coffee Vibes. That'll be a road trip. How about that? Okay. Even if you don't believe it, it's a fun icebreaker and a conversation starter. So I need to know, would you want your future red in a coffee cup? Anybody? I'm gonna give y'all a minute. I'm gonna go over here and check these potatoes. Now, what about you, beautiful sister?
I don't know about that. I like the idea of the future being unknown and letting it unfold naturally. Because see, here's the reason why I say that. Sometimes I heard this saying. Sometimes you'll meet a future you don't want by trying to avoid it. And that basically means that, say for example, your fortune says that, oh, you're gonna lose $50,000 in 3 months or whatever, and then you try to do all these tactics to avoid it, and then you end up meeting that path anyway by doing all those things.
So making you paranoid unnecessarily. Okay, I did 3 minutes, y'all. I'm gonna do 3 more minutes because they hard as bricks here. So maybe I'll do 2 because I really don't want them to get too soft. Okay, I'm gonna do two and a half. I didn't do 3.5. Only did 3. Oh. Okay, so I'm doing 2.5. Beautiful sister has a point there. Sometimes, you know how they say, old folks say, don't speak things into existence. Okay, that's what she's saying. Hey, let me say, some things ain't meant for me to have to know. I don't need to know everything. Okay, I do need to know them lotto numbers though, and I will share them. Yeah, but some things I need to let it occur. Some things I do want to know so I can maybe navigate. But ultimately, my belief is your destiny is pre-planned. We just take zigzags to whatever the end game is supposed to be. Okay, we don't always follow the signs that tell us, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. A lot of times, the first thought that you have about something is the correct one. When you overthink things, that's a lot of times when you have issues. So, it's just a crapshoot, y'all. Color yourself Atlantic City. Your slot machine. You pull a lever, you may get them 3 sevens or whatever, you may not. Teresa says the Reading Rainbow is coming back on again.
Oh yeah, I read that.
Wow. See, maybe I sang it into existence, y'all. Maybe somebody heard me. Butterfly in the sky. Yes. Okay. Oh, they got a new host? Yeah. What channel is it coming on? Anybody know?
I'm not sure, but I can find out.
I can do anything. Take a look. It's in a book. The Reading Rainbow. Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high. That is the bomb. I am so excited. I am so excited because people don't read anymore. They really don't. Oh my goodness. Somebody had a brain in their head. Whoever it was, maybe I sang you up. I don't know. But if I did, and if I didn't, the cosmos heard that. Yes, they need to get back with it. They took Sesame Street off and put it on a cable station. They need to bring this stuff back. They need Schoolhouse Rock to come back because you can reach these people, these children, these young people through music, song, entertainment. Stop giving them mindless stuff. Give them something to stick to their brain. I still remember conjunction, junction, what's your function? Okay? I still remember that. What did I do with my girl? Please, you got me all excited. Exactly. Okay, see, they're over here singing it now.
Remember that? Yeah. That was the joint back then. Out there teaching us stuff. And it's that one of those songs that just never leave your memory.
Okay, y'all. Now I did 2:30 and 3. So that was 5, 5, 5, 5 and a half. I'm going to go 2 more. They still, I don't want them to be done, but I want to be able to throw this together in like 10, 15 minutes. Done.
Generally, I cook like to finish them about 8 minutes. So I would say maybe do like 6 and a half. If it's
okay, I'm going to do 2 more minutes.
Yeah.
And then that's it. I'm going to let them finish cooking anything. Because the last thing I want is these mushy things. But I'm so excited. Thank you for that information, sis. Oh, goodness.
I'm excited too. I want to see how.
I got to find out what channel that is. Because I'm going to tell you, sometimes education is boring. The way it's delivered. Your favorite teacher is the teacher that makes it exciting. I know for me. When I used to sit up in high school and I had teachers that lectured, thank you. When I had teachers that sat up and lectured, I did get the information, but I'm going to tell you, I don't know how I got it. It must have been subliminal. Okay. But when I had teachers, I'm a person, I need to participate. So lectures really are not my thing. I can force myself, but when I can sit at the front of the class or any kind of learning experience and I can interact, oh, that's the deal. They hated me in college because I was this old chick sitting up answering questions and they back in the back. Why we got to do this? Why we? Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can I tell you? I just read that the Reading Rainbow reboot will be on the Kid Zuko YouTube channel and readingrainbow.org.
Okay, so Reading Rainbow has come over to YouTube. Okay.
The first episode dropped today.
Okay, I'm gonna watch that in between these shows. So let me tell y'all something. See, this is what I'm saying to y'all. And I'm gonna give you a little tip for all of you wanting to try this YouTube world. Try it.
Where is that now?
Try it. Everybody got something to offer. You don't have to sing. You don't have to dance. You don't have to say poetry. You don't have to be corny like me. You don't have to cook. You don't have to. Everyone has something to say, and everyone needs to be heard. So the first step is to come up in here and do that. But what I would say to you is, unlike me, I had to take the long way around. Educate yourself about how these social media platforms work because they all work differently. You know what I'm saying? Go in with the intentions. If it's going to be a hobby, then treat it that way. If you want to make it a lifestyle and a business, start from the very beginning and do that. Okay? Because if you see primetime television transitioning over to YouTube, and from what I've read, I think YouTube is second to Netflix right now. Okay? In getting subscriptions. Don't sleep. That's all I say. Don't sleep. If you want to do it, don't be afraid. Go out there, be fearless. Let me check my stuff. Trying to find my fork. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here it is amongst all my mess. Okay, so let me see. And after this, I'm not going to do anything else.
Okay. Is it
And with
done?
this, I don't want it to be done.
Well, I'm saying done for the microwave.
Oh, it's done for the microwave. Yeah, it's a little tender. It's
Okay.
a little tender, and I'm going to cool them off.
So how long was that total?
I did 2 minutes, 2.5, and then 3.
Okay.
That was 7 and 7.
So about where I normally cook it.
Okay, but they're not done all the way, so that's good. They still got a little bite to them, which is good.
So would you say you'd add that to your soup last?
I'm going to add this to the soup last.
Okay.
And see, the good thing about all of this, y'all, see, I'm showing you pre-prep work. So you can have all of these things partially done in your fridge, right? And then you just throw it all together. See, I'm all about giving you them hacks. Okay, I may be seasoned, okay, but I know how to get the shortcuts. So I'm going to cool these down, stop the cooking process, and then I'm going to season them too, separately. Okay, I'm making a mess here because the water's going too fast. Okay, get that over here, that over there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my herbs. I'm going to take my garlic, which I have one already open. Yep, right there. And this may not be enough, so I may need to open. Okay, I'm going to get my other chicken broth out.
Yeah, it's in the door. Is that enough, or you think you need more?
I think I'm going to need more garlic because
No, not garlic. I'm talking about.
Oh, not chicken. Yeah, I think that's enough. Yeah, so I got my herbs here, and I have my rosemary. Now, the way I do the rosemary, and I think what I'm going to do is get me a little twine, or get me one of those little bags to put it in. Because rosemary, like I said, unless you cut it up really fine, it's kind of tough. It does not really cook down well. So I usually put it in, season it, and then pull it out. Rosemary. And the time you want to make sure, unless you pull the little leaves off, you're going to have vines. I don't know if you've ever had Jamaican food, and sometimes you'll eat like the oxtails and you got these vine things. That's because they didn't take the rosemary out. I'm going to do that, guys. So I'm going to take my herbs. I'm going to take my Italian herbs. Parsley is for garnishing, and I'm going to take my basil, and I'm going to do my onions, some garlic, of course, in case he's blessed. And I'm just going to saute my vegetables up a little bit in this skillet so I can add them. Let me turn this water off because my potatoes can just soak in there. All right, so let me spray the pan, and I'm going to put a little olive oil in here. Just like that. I hope that this Reading Rainbow station allows you to leave a comment. I have 8 people. Can I, over here? Yes, I'm so happy to see you all. Yeah, I'm telling you, I really, really appreciate you guys stepping up and letting yourself be known. I like to know who's out there. It's just like when people subscribe, I know some people conceal who they are. Me, I love to know who you are so I can say, hey, I really do. But I dig it. Keep anonymity. I'm here with that. So let me get this, and I'm gonna get a little bit of olive oil. Let me turn this on. Let me take it down to probably a 6 because I don't want it to start smoking. And put about a teaspoonful of olive oil in there, a teaspoon and a half. Okay. So I have this. I'm going to do my basil. And like I said, I'm going to do a pinch of each. And a pinch is between your index finger. I say forefinger, but I realize some people don't know what that is. So index finger and thumb, pinch. I don't know if that's a southern thing or whatever it is, but yeah. Forefinger, middle finger, pinky, ring finger. Everybody has a name. The thumb. They do. They really do all have names. We named them all. Yes, we did. Let's not get it twisted. Now, this right here is probably a tablespoon and a half of garlic left in here. So I will do that too. Okay, that's getting warm. I'm going to get my onion. Y'all want to get one of these? I think it's on Amazon. I'm going to look it up and put the link in there. Okay, so right now my links are in all of the latest live. So last week I have a link in if you want to get a muumuu or you want to go in my little dresses or whatever. If you like those, it goes right there. But then you go to get in and you can go wherever you want. Because what it does is take you to it and ask you to sign into your Amazon account. And then I just get credit. So, do a sister a favor. So.
I mean, because you know you're going to buy from Amazon anyway.
You're right. You're gonna buy from Amazon anyway. So just go through the KC door. How about that? Okay, so I'm gonna put this in here. Okay. I'm putting my onion in, and that was a half a large white onion. Yep. Let me get one of my trusty plastic knives so I can clear all of this onion out, as much of it as I can, put it that way. But y'all was doing so good, not touching stuff, so I don't have to constantly wash my hands. I'm doing a good job, don't you think?
You are. I was actually considering to bring that soap in. Do you think I should bring this?
Yeah, you have to, because I'm going to have to wash my hands at some point.
Right,
but
so I figured. Okay.
Yeah. So, I got this in here. Let me put this back on there. For those of you that don't know what this thing is, this you can chop up things manually and get some I guess some bicep exercise same time. So you pull it, and the faster you pull, the smaller it chops. It really is a game changer.
Just make sure you do go farms. You end up having one giant.
Oh yeah, exactly. You have a muscle in one arm, not the other. And this, my husband got this for me. He got two in case one broke, and I'm sure he got it off of Amazon because my husband is a bit of a shopper. He's a bit of a shopper. Yes, he is.
He's every merchant's dream.
He's every merchant's dream. He loves. He loves to get those kind of things. And hey, sometimes he be hitting on point, and I end up using it. Okay, so I'm doing the onion in here first. And of course, I'll have to put a little bit more of this oil in here because the onion has soaked it up. So I'm going to put a little bit more, another teaspoonful of olive oil in here because I have other vegetables, y'all. The garlic will be the last thing that I put in, and that's because I don't want the garlic to burn. I'll probably put the garlic in last so it can steam with the rest of the vegetables. And you know what I didn't do?
What? My
red pepper.
Oh.
Yes, do not forget your red pepper. I have a red bell pepper. I need to put some, stick it in that thing, and she's gonna, because this is how fast it cuts up. She's gonna take a piece of red pepper. She's gonna do this, and it's gonna be ready. How much? I need half of a large red pepper. Okay. And I just like the flavors together. I even was gonna put some jalapeno in there, but after last week in the heat, I think she afraid. So I'm stirring this. I'm turning it down because I'm waiting for her to give me my pepper. Now, usually I'll put my red pepper in first, but we're going to have to do it the opposite. So let me turn this down, and I'm going to put it on low. And I'm going to put a top on here. That way it won't scorch or anything while I'm waiting for her to do this. I'm going to get a little drinky poo of my coffee. Yes, I am. You don't know, I'm so excited to watch this show. Like I'm a kid. You know, but that's just... Yes.
Yeah, it came out today. Today was the first airing. Funny that we're talking about it. It comes out today.
No, funny that I sing this song all the time everywhere.
And now they finally come back.
And my sister-in-law remembered, and she's like, "Your song you sing, it's just coming on." I'm like, "Wow, that's really cool."
I haven't seen that since I was little.
Listen, let me tell you something. I learned about the dynamics of Congress watching ABC and Schoolhouse Rock. Okay. When I was singing it, I just sang it. But as I remember it when I did tests and things like that, and I had mental blocks, those songs came back to me. Okay. I am telling you, there is education in music. There is education in art. Now you can use your talent for good things, or you can use it for negativity or just for frivolity. Okay. I say in this day and time, you need to have a combination. Just saying, for real. Yeah. So I am one happy 26-year-old. Yes, I am. Okay. So yeah, I just almost stopped cooking that off. I'm gonna have to bring the heat up, y'all.
Really fun?
Yeah, fine. Because I want it really fine. I don't want, pieces of the pepper in. This is all for seasoning. She over there, man. She over there doing that workout.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have one Arnold Schwarzenegger on.
Yes, exactly. So you see how fine this is. So we're gonna turn this heat up, get it going again, and then I'm gonna put this in. So remember, let's add a red pepper if you so choose. Red or green, it's up to you. Okay, let me get that in. And I needed yet another knife because I threw the other one away. I got endless knives. Endless plastic knives. That's what they are. Let me scrape this out. That would have not been a good taste. And my celery flakes. But always, celery flakes are something that I keep as a mainstay because I've gotten so much bad celery, or I'll buy a bunch of celery and don't use it, and it'll go bad really quickly, or it's almost bad when it comes here. So I always have celery flakes on hand.
Yep, right here.
Okay, let's get that over to the sink. Celery flakes. Get yourself some. Any brand. They have them in different places on sale. Get them. I'm going to put in this. Now they're dried. So I'm going to put them in this mixture and saute them too. I'm going to do about a teaspoonful of the celery flakes. Just put it in here. I take that back. I did a tablespoonful. I told a fib, y'all. Okay. So I got that over there. And let me just stir it in. And that way, the juices from the pepper and the onion and that oil will help reanimate those celery flakes. And I'm going to tell you, it's a whole different level of taste. It doesn't taste like just regular celery. The flavor is concentrated. So you really want to do it. I'm taking my pinch of Italian herbs. So I'm putting in there. Remember, between your index finger and your thumb, a heaping pinch. Putting that in. Get the top back on so they don't go running away from me like they try to do sometimes. And then I'm going to get a pinch of the basil. A big heaping pinch. Why do I use basil and Italian herbs? Because when you're having a mixture of herbs, you're not going to get that amount, that concentration of one. So I buy the Italian herbs because I use a lot of fresh basil. The other herbs that are in Italian herbs, I don't use as much, so I can get it combined. Okay, I'm going to take this up just a little more, and then I'm going to put the top on, and I'm going to put my garlic in right now. So I'm going to take the top off of this because I'm using all of this. And this is about a tablespoon and a half of garlic, which is stuck in this thing and won't come out. All right. It told me, you know I'm squeezable. Why don't you take the top off? I'm getting it out anyway. It's coming out. There you go. Oh, see, I tell you, you're going to do what I want you to do, whether you like it or not. Now, you can make it, as Tina Turner used to say, we can do it easy or we can do it rough. Your choice. Okay, so I'm going to stir this all together, just like that. And then I'm going to let it sweat in here for a couple of minutes. And then I'm going to put it in my chicken. So let me put the top on, just like that. So now I'm going to take, and I'll do the last. Like I said, these herbs are going to be last. So they'll go on top of everything else because you know I want to dig them out. So what I'm going to do now is let that do its little cook thing for a minute. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee, and you do the same because we're coming down to the stretch of putting everything together and letting it heat up for a little bit. Then we're going to put our thickening agent in last. Okay, let me get a little drink.
Well, you really gonna finish that down here?
Yeah, I'm trying to do it. So, what we can talk about right now is the Cook at Home Challenge. Now, I've been doing this for 4 weeks. I have my lovely Flavor fam. I have my sister-in-law, Teresa Lloyd. She jumped on the wagon, and she cooks anyway. And then I have my Flavor fam family, Jerome Neal, doing the thing. So let me see what I got here, because I wanna shout them out, let you see. Oh, and by the way, Jerome did something that I am going to try. Jerome shopped on Amazon and got some food. And so he sent me the food, the pictures, and it came out pretty good. So if you want to do some grocery shopping, go through the link. Okay, where are you? Because he put a lot of stuff in here. He sent me a lot of stuff. Okay, did I show you guys? Oh, he showed me he was still eating those meatloaf things. I wanted to show you guys. He had the cutest little. Where are you? He had the cutest little egg salad, and he was trying to find a garnish, and so he garnished it. Oh, here it is. Okay, can I make this bigger? Does anybody know? Can I make it bigger? Is this as much as I can do? Okay.
You're gonna have to turn it the other way.
Okay. Okay, put it in there. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see that with the lighting. It's
okay, I can see that. That is Jerome Neal's egg salad.
That's beautiful.
I need it. That's his little garnish. He said he was running around trying to find something to garnish with. So I think those are some red peppers. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Jerome.
That looks yummy.
That looks really like you see, this is what he's doing. Okay, so and saving money, lots of money. Okay, and then let me see my sister-in-law. I think she sent me something. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Oh, I'm going to show the whole plate. Okay, she made this last Sunday, and I don't know how to make. Okay, come back, beautiful assistant, do this. So we can, so everybody can see. Everybody give some hearts to Jerome. Jerome doing his thing. He is saving some money, and he's eating well. And that is a glare. I can't tell.
It's coming. It gotta adjust.
Okay, it's Justin. That is the Sunday dinner that my sister-in-law Teresa Lloyd made last Sunday. You see, she has the meatloaf cupcake. Looks delicious. Mm-hmm. She made some mac and cheese. She took her mashed potatoes and put them on the side, and then she has her candy yams. And she was getting down while I was sitting here tied. She should have sent me something.
That looks really good.
That looks really good. So I have people that are doing this, and they are saving, and they're eating well, and they're knowing what they're getting. So please join up. Join us. Yes. Come on in. Come into my life. There you go. Okay. So, okay, this is doing this little thing. You'll be ready in a second. But like I said, we've been saving by cooking and eating good. And guess what? The challenge I extended, like I said, for 4 more weeks. So this is week 5, okay, of the challenge, okay? Keep the groceries coming. What I'm going to do, I'm going to, for next week, what we cook on Weekend Eats, I'm going to put the grocery list in there, and I challenge you to cook it with me. How about that? I'm going to try to get something that is budget friendly. I'm going to try to put it in there no later than Wednesday. That way you can use your little shopping or whatever and get your ingredients. And everybody out there who's in my chat, who's looking now, and who will rewatch this, I dare you to cook with me. How about that? And that'll be your one meal. And trust me, I'm going to make it simple and easy. I ain't going to make you do nothing hard. All right? Ask Jerome. He was finished before I was. Okay, so my vegetables are where they want to be. I steamed them. And see, when you steam them, you get the same effect. You get the flavors going, but you don't get the scorching. So let me get them off, turn it off, and I'm going to let you guys see. See, this pan is kind of deep, so let me turn it down. Okay. This is what the steamed vegetables together look like, and they're very small. And I want them that way because I want them not to overpower the soup. I want them to enhance it. So I'm putting them in here with my chicken now because my chicken is nice and cooled off. I'm going to get these veggies in just like that. And like I said, again, all this stuff can be made ahead of time and you just put it in there and heat up your soup. You really can. Okay, I'm going to move that around in there, incorporate it with my chicken. Let me get that top. Let me move these pans over here. Okay, I'm going to get my potatoes. Potatoes look good. Okay, and I'm going to season them a little. Get them out of this water. Just like that. Get them back in the bag. Then we're going to throw a little bit of blessings on here. Same thing, blessings, some onion powder, and some pepper. That's it. Okay, a little bit of my blessings in there, just like that. That's your all-purpose seasoning. Pepper, just like that. And onion powder. Now you say, okay, you got real onion in here. Why using onion powder? I'm telling you, when these things are dried, you know, it gives it a different flavor. It really does. So you have layers of different onion flavor, and it just tastes good to me. So I'm gonna take this and do this, and these are more al dente than the carrots and the parsnips. But as I said, these take longer, less time to cook. So those parsnips and stuff are ready. I'm just really gonna drop them in really at the last minute. I will put these in before because these are harder. So when these get to the place I want them to be, I'm gonna drop those other things in. Okay, so now we have our veggies in here with our chicken, and I'm stirring it up. So I'm gonna make a hole in the middle. And the hole in the middle is for putting my butter and my other little things in there that I want to put, okay? And then after I do all of that, I'm going to put my wet ingredients in. So I'm going to take, and I'm going to cut it up so it'll melt faster, but I'm going to do the first stick of butter. It will probably be 2 in mine. You can do 1 in yours. You can use margarine, or you don't have to use butter at all if that's what you choose to do. Butter is my life. Okay, butter and a pig. Okay, sometimes I do like other. I'm gonna tell you, I don't eat a whole lot of pig. We eat bacon, you know, but we really don't eat a whole lot of pig. We really don't. But I ain't gonna tell you that I'm not going to. I'm not gonna even tell you that. Okay, so I cut it up into 4 chunks, and I'm gonna stick it in the middle of this pan, just like that. Okay, let me get this out the way and clean this mess up because this is a hot mess over here, y'all. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it on, and I'm going to let that butter melt. When the butter melts, then I'm going to put my liquid in there because then I can start seasoning up my liquid. Okay. So let's turn it on. I'm going to turn it on a low high. I'm going to put a top on here, and I'm going to watch it because I don't want it to scorch. I need something to wipe this up with. Let's see. Because I see mess over here. Mess is bothering me. But anyway, back to the challenge, right? So Jerome told you last week he saved $100. I don't know how much he saved this week if he wants to disclose. If he's still here and it's not fronting and acting like he in this thing. Okay, but I will tell you, groceries keep getting higher. Ain't nothing getting lower. We have to find ways in order to offset this and still be happy with ourselves and not be walking around here with the white lips. The white lips mean that you're hungry. Okay. So the mindset is to save it and break it down into numbers. And so you want to skip 1 takeout meal, maybe 2 takeout meals that week. Skip some coffee. Take your own. Okay. I'm not telling you not to drink it, but take your own. Okay. You want to batch cook. Okay, you can do some seasonal shopping, like I'm doing this root vegetable soup or whatever. Teresa said she found a lot of ways, something about her account is set up. Oh, she to spend $100 on food. She spends $100 on food a month. So you're going to have to tell us your secret. I need to see these meals that you're cooking. Now, mind you, she's by herself, but still, that is a great accomplishment in this day and time. And she ain't starving. So these are the kind of things, and I'm not telling you, you got to look at when it gets to the point that I'm working 16 hours a day and all I'm doing is buying food, that's a problem. Okay. You talking about not happy? I got to find something. Yes. So And I know there's a lot of you out there just like me. So like I said, you can repurpose your leftovers. If you got something left over, you make something else out of it. Okay. For instance, you got some chicken left over, make some chicken tacos, make a chicken salad, put chicken in a salad. Okay. Put chicken, get some a can of a jar of spaghetti sauce, mix it into that, put it over some spaghetti noodles with some mozzarella cheese. You have a lovely chicken with a red sauce spaghetti, because people make chicken spaghetti with, white sauce with cheese on it, almost like a Parmesan chicken. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of different things you can do. I can go on and I'll see just like that. It's already melted. So let me stir it. Okay, my butter. So now my meat is all nice and butter. Ooh, yeah. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get my chicken broth. And I'll start with the one that's open. Okay, so let's see what we got. I'm pouring chicken broth in here. And I probably have maybe 2 cups left in here. I'm going to cover my chicken in the bottom of this pan with these 2 cups. So that's good. Let me get it all out of there. I'm going to take the heat up because I want it to come to a rapid boil. So then I'm going to put another cup in there because I got to cook my potatoes, and the chicken broth, seasoned chicken broth, is going to reduce. So I'm going to put another cup. I'm going to take this up to about almost half of this stock pot here. And if I have to add more, I will. Okay. Now that I've done that, I'm going to bring it to a rapid boil. But before I do that, I'm going to start seasoning it again. I told y'all I layer. So I'm going to take a few more of these celery flakes, half a teaspoonful, because like I said, once they get wet, they reanimate. They really taste good. I'm going to do another pinch of my herbs, my Italian herbs, and my basil. Remember, forefinger and thumb, or index finger and thumb. Pinch in there, just like that, of the basil. And I tell you, this don't last in my house because I use this stuff for everything. And then a pinch of this in here, of the Italian herbs. Okay? And I'm waiting for this to come to a boil. Okay? I'm going to do some onion powder. I'm going to do a teaspoonful of onion powder in there. I am going to do my Casey's blessing. I'm just going to let it rain until I get tired. Or until it's all out gone, because I got to make some more. Okay, in there. And I'm going to, did we open the garlic? No.
I did.
Oh, you did. She opened the garlic. So I'm going to do 2 squirts of garlic, which is about a teaspoonful of this fresh garlic. 1, 2. I did 3. I lied. I did 4. So tablespoonful. All right. Now you're saying, well, what about the rosemary? What about the thyme? Trust the process. Okay, it's going to get in there. I ain't forget. But I told you, these are stems. As it cooks, these little leaves will pop off and incorporate itself in your soup. And it's annoying to me. I mean, they're going to kill you if you eat it. Okay, but why? If you don't have to. Somebody asked me, I have a collard green, how you clean collard greens and stuff, a little short. And somebody asked me, could they put the stems and everything, just put the whole collard green in the stems and stuff. I don't eat the stems. Yeah, I know the vitamins. I'm not trying to get vitamins when I eat them collard greens. I'm trying to get yummy. And so when I get yummy, I take that off along with all the little holes. Watch the video, okay? It's very intricate. So I cut my greens up very nice so they can cook evenly. So I guess they don't want the stem, but they don't want to go through the work. So she's like, can I just put it all in? Yeah, you can. And then try to take it out later if you want. But why? Either way is work. Because now you're going to have to try to pull them off the dilapidated green off of the stem. So, just be proactive. That's what I say. But do you, boo? Now, why was I saying that? Heck if I know. I'm being told. Okay, I'm trying to bring this to a rapid boil. I'm going to take it up to high because it's doing the opposite of what I asked it to do, which is to hurry up. Okay, right. See, it's bubbling. As soon as I put it on high, it started bubbling.
That asking you shall receive.
Okay, exactly. And I want to put a little pepper in here. Again, I didn't put any in this one. I didn't yet. So I'm going to put a little pepper in this. Now, I personally wanted some jalapenos, but I will sprinkle a little bit of cayenne pepper on my soup because I just like that. I like it like that. But I have to be mindful of the other people eating. So let me just stir this up. It's smelling good already.
It been smelling good for a while.
Okay. All right. Ooh, I know what you can do, beautiful assistant. We got more butter. We're going to have some herb French bread with this.
Okay.
That's what we need. So if you can cut up the French bread so we can have it ready, because this is going to take no time.
What and how? Like
You know, you just want to cut in circles. Okay. You know, just slice it like that and just butter it. And then we can do that. Okay. We have this. We have that. It's coming. I'm waiting for it to come to a boil, y'all. Yep, and yep. And I will be making more soup because I'm feeling. I think next week what I'm going to make, I came up with this recipe. It is a Philly cheesesteak casserole. Very inexpensive. You can make it one of two ways. You can make it with little pieces of slivers of beef, you know, or you can make it with hamburger. It's up to you, you know. But I'm going to do it with the slivers of beef because I want to get the real experience. So I may get some shaved beef like they use the Philly cheesesteak, or I may get like these little pieces of steak that they saute for a pepper steak because it's inexpensive. And what I will do, I will put it in some meat tenderizer overnight if I get that cheap steak because it is not going, you know, yeah, I don't want it to be tough. I want it to be fork tender. So that, I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'll let y'all know. Like I said, if you go to the community, and for those of you who are not subscribed, subscribe, please, and go to the community post tab, and I will have the grocery list so you can cook along with me. How about that? Anybody like that idea? If you do, give me some hearts. Okay, it is come to a rapid boil. So I'm going to stir it. And I'm going to put a little bit of nutmeg. Now, the nutmeg part is going to be a sprinkle. This will be like a 1/4 teaspoonful. It will be so little until, like I said, it's just a sprinkle. Okay. So I'm going to put just a 2, 3, 4 sprinkles. That is like a 1/4 teaspoonful if you want to measure. Okay. That heightens the flavor. It does not make it taste like Christmas or a sweet potato pie. Trust me. Okay. I have that. So now it's boiling. I'm going to take my potatoes because the potatoes are a little hard. So we're going to take them and we're going to gently incorporate them into this boiling stuff. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn this down so this boiling stuff doesn't decide to erupt and hit me. Okay, so let me turn it down. And I'm just going to put my potatoes over here. And this is going to let me know whether or not I need to put some more liquid in here because these potatoes will take up a lot of the space. But see, right away, it took the heat down. So let me take the heat back up. Okay, and let me stir this in. Just like that, yeah. I'm going to need some more liquid because these potatoes are going to suck up my juice. And I want to have enough liquid in here so I can make a nice little creamy thing going on. Okay, but the potatoes are in. Okay, just like that. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to put a little bit more of chicken broth, and then, you know, I'm going to hit it with a few little more seasonings. Okay, just a little more. Just like that. So another 1/2 cup. Okay. Because I want these potatoes to be submerged. I'm going to get some more, and then I'm going to put my rosemary and stuff on it. I'm going to do a little bit more of everything. The garlic, the Casey's Blessing, the onion powder, all those seasonings. Okay. Just a touch. Put a little bit more of the celery flakes. Just a little. And my onion powder. Just a little. Okay. And my Casey's Blessing. Whatever I want, however I like it. I ain't going to tell you the measurement. Okay. And I'm going to do my pepper. Just a sprinkle. I'm going to take my Splenda and I'm going to do 2 squirts. 1, 2. There you go. And I'm going to take this other stick of butter and I'm going to put it in on top. So I even layer my butter, okay? Because now the butter is going to melt from the top of this liquid down. And I'm putting a whole stick in there, just like that. Again, you do not have to do what I do. But if you don't, it may not taste the same. But you have to do what works for you. All right. So I'm going to take my rosemary. And let's see. I'm going to get a nice stalk of rosemary, just one. Because I'm going to watch this little bugger because I don't want her to come apart on me. Okay. Too much anyway where I can't grab her. Okay. So let me stir this up. Just like that. Okay. Because it's not going to take any time for these potatoes to get where they need to get. Okay, so I'm putting one sprig of rosemary right on the top. Close that back up. I'm going to put a few vines. Let me see. Oh, yeah. This is good right here. So this is like, it's like a little tree. I'll put a little tree in there. It smells so fragrant. And I'm going to sit that right on top, just like that. Yeah, for real. Yeah. I'm going to put two of these on here. I like the way that smells. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to break another piece off, like a little branch. But I'm going to try to not let them be too small so I can dig them out. Okay, so I got two of those in there, just like that. And let me close this up. So now what I'm going to do while this is cooking, I'm going to close this. I'm going to let it boil here on high for a couple of minutes. Okay, and I think I'll take it down to 8. Okay, so I'm taking that down to 8. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up my thickening agent. So usually I will use flour, but I had some cornstarch here from when I did the Chinese cooking. When I made the spicy noodles last week. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of this and I'm going to make the cornstarch like a little paste. So with a little bit of my cream, a little bit of my chicken broth, okay? Just a teeny bit. I just want to make a little paste. So I'm going to put the cornstarch, about a teaspoonful of cornstarch in here. Boy, I didn't know I jacked this up like this, man. This is shameful. It looks like the animals have been at this. I gotta put this in another container. Okay, but
do we have another Jason?
I don't know if I did that. I'm thinking that Jason came behind me.
No, because I don't even use cornstarch.
See, I don't know what she down here doing during the week. I ain't here.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a tablespoonful of this cornstarch, just like this. A regular tablespoonful, and put it in the bottom of this little plastic cup. I'm telling you like this, when I was making this stuff, I was on a mission. So I could have ripped it apart. I'm not going to even lie. I don't remember. I may have to rewatch my own video. Okay, I was on a mission. Them doggone vegetables and stuff was getting cooked, and they were getting cooked fast, and you do not want, the last thing you want is mushy, really mushy Chinese food. I don't like it too al dente, but I don't want it mushy. So I got that. I had a fork. My fork is over here. So let me use this fork. And it's fine because this stuff is cooked in there, so it's not cross-contamination. And it's going in there anyway. So I'm going to take a little bit. So I have a little bit of cornstarch. I'm going to take a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit of this cream. Okay. And put it in there. And I'm going to stir it and see how thick that'll be, or if it'll be thick at all. Because I don't want it too thick, because I can always add more to thicken it than put too much in there, and then you pick up your soup and it comes up with the whole thing of soup comes up on your spoon. Because now it has become like grits, cold grits. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is good. This is nice and creamy. So I got that milk in there. I am going to put a little bit of chicken broth in here. I mean, just a drizzle. A drizzle of it. A little drizzle, just a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to keep this just like this. And I'm sure that it will thicken up while I'm waiting. So I'll just add more liquid if I need it, or less. Also, I'm going to season this. Yeah, I season everything, y'all. Y'all know what I'm going to do. I don't even know why y'all be acting like y'all brand new. And for y'all brand new, call me season queen. Okay, I put a little bit of Casey's blessing in there. That way, even the cornstarch tastes good. So now here's the time where you can make your decision whether you're going to use a little bit of red wine, cooking wine. Okay, and I keep this around because from time to time I do use it. I'm going to put a tablespoonful of this in here now while it's cooking. Okay, and you can omit this if you like. Okay, so I'm just pouring a little bit in here, just like that. Take that over here. I'm gonna stir this. I'm gonna stir my pot here. And for anyone who did not hear me, cooking wine, the heat kills it. See, this rosemary, it just want to disperse into my soup. Okay, because some of it fell off, but not a worry because I have a strainer. And it's not ready yet. You probably don't want to put them in the cold. She all ready to put the bread in. This is hunger talking. Okay, that's hunger talking. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cook for a couple of minutes. And I'm going to go take a seat. Yes, I am. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to take a seat. And then I'm going to tell you a story. I'm trying to think of one to tell you that is G-rated. Okay. All right, let me get this over here, y'all. Let me get this over here. Let me get my stilk and put that over here. Just like that, and get you back over here.
Are you done with everything over there?
Probably not yet. Okay. And then, I'll let you be the cleanup crew in a minute. Okay. But yeah, not just yet. Let me bring my stuff over here. But you can start tightening a little. It's like I said, I gotta taste it. So the things that are open, kind of wipe this off. Yeah, we like to clean up as we go along, y'all. Because, honey, we got some more cooking to do for tonight. But those of you who weren't here when I announced what's happening tonight, okay, I have another show. It's called The Love Rhythm Recipe. It is a combination of food and relationship information. And it's so fun. Tonight, we're going to be doing 3 things. We're going to be budget cooking a glow up of hamburger helper, tomato basil penne. Okay, so we're gonna make this look all nice and cute and pretty for that person in your life. So you want to have that little Saturday night date night thing going on.
You want this boiling this quickly?
You can turn her down to probably like a 6. Because I'm trying to get the potatoes done quickly, and they'll be done right in a second. So I got to watch the potatoes. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So, Saturday night, you want to have a nice little date night or whatever. Or for me, date night is everybody and the kids. Okay. Because they're gonna benefit from this probably tomorrow because my show is at 7:30 and they need to eat before that. But hamburger helper. Hamburger helper is something that if you haven't heard about it, I don't know why, because it's been around a long time.
I'm super excited because today is actually me and Corey's anniversary.
Okay, it's her and Corey's anniversary, but we'll talk about that in another show. Okay, so anywho, so it looks really cute, but I did it all for $25.47, and that includes my sides, my little bread, all that good stuff like that there. Okay, so bargain. And our topic that we're going to be talking about is your partner a helper, hamburger helper, wink, wink, or a helpmate? And we're going to give you the definition of what each is. And we're just going to have a little tete-a-tete. How about that? Hey, my sister, how are you? My sister is here, and she says, if you want leftovers, put a sticker on it and say, if you touch, I know, right? Right?
I'm telling you, they walking out, man. It's not me. They walking
I hear so much. I didn't know you wanted that. I didn't know. You're right, sister. See, they take advantage and I be tired.
No.
And I just drag it all upstairs and I don't even think about it. You know, and then all of a sudden I'm like, do we have any more of that? Oh no. Do we have no? Yeah, okay.
That's because there's a certain window of time where the flavor is optimal. If you wait too long, then it's like, all right, you don't want it no more.
Okay, y'all buying that mess. Okay. Nah. Okay.
Just saying.
If I want to wait 1,455,602,503,000,000,000 years
until it grows a new ecosystem.
until it grows a new ecosystem before I eat my stuff. Let it sit there. How about that? Okay. I tell you.
They're trying to save your life.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
If it grows a new ecosystem, that's gonna be bad.
It don't grow a new ecosystem. I get around to it. But I can't never get her. And yeah, you're right, sister. Yes. I know know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put little shock things around my leftovers. That's where they go touch it. Or no, how they do in the bank, where they make those ink. They make them ink. They ink the money, right? And so you feel it, it blows up blue on. I'm gonna have it blow up colors. And they be around here. I don't know what happened to their mouth be all blue. Yeah. Yes, I have stories. Yes, I do. But anyhow, so I'm thinking to myself, the holidays are fast approaching. Okay. And I'm trying to think about, see, my mother celebrated everything. Like Halloween is coming up right about now. I used to like to make my costumes, but she'd get costumes for my brother and sister, and she would buy record albums. So to play on a record player, which you younger people may not know what that is, but they're records. Look it up. And she would even buy records that had Halloween music on it. Now go figure that. Who finds a Halloween record? My mother. And she would do things like, okay, so we would go trick-or-treating because at that point we lived in a 24-story high-rise building. And so we would dress up and stuff, and I'd make my costume or whatever. And even when my sister was living there, she was a teenager, I remember they went trick-or-treating, but I don't know if they dressed up. Did you dress up? I think they just went hanging out, running around, whatever, because whatever. But anyway, so we would go door to door, and we get all our candy and stuff. My mother is upstairs, child. She's up there with a bucket with apples in it, so we can bob for apples, and that's the most disgusting thing to do because the kids with the back. But you know what, you don't think about that. She'd decorate. She'd make these little hot dogs, and she slit the middle down, and then she put mashed potatoes in them, and she would bake them in the oven, and they'd have mustard on them, and she'd make a little. She was a party planning person, and she'd make these little. She make a Halloween party. So when my friends we got finished doing our little trick-or-treating early, we would come up and have the Halloween party. We bob for apples and things. She was always coming up with something. So right about now, that would be probably the first holiday that she would be planning is Halloween. Then there will be Thanksgiving. Well, Thanksgiving, good grief. I don't know how many days she cooked or when she started or whatever. I do remember because my mother used to make, I remember the stuffing, okay? And she made stuffing because she stuffed. Now, see, there's a difference, and people may not know that. Stuffing actually goes into the bird, and it's soft, like you get soft-top stuffing. Dressing is more like a casserole solidified, and you can cut it. She used to make a combination of the two because we like the inside, and now they tell you don't put it in the bird because salmonella. I'm still standing. It ain't happened to me. So my mother cooked it well, whatever she did. She stuffed the bird, and then she would have the rest of it around the bottom of the pan, around the bird cooking.
Catching all the juice.
And then she would make a separate little pan because I think my father wanted something else in his or whatever, the giblets or something. I ain't want that in there. The kids didn't want. So she would make that. So she'd make stuffing for him. But I remember, good grief, the one thing I could say, I'm not a big turkey eater like that. I like turkey wings. I only like turkey breast when it is fresh out the oven, sliced, it's delicious. But like the leftover, I don't know, it just don't do it for me. Unless I'm used to doing dark meat. And back then I didn't eat dark meat. But my mother could make a turkey make that turkey sing. That turkey was never dry. That stuffing was delicious days and days and days after. The only thing I hated is when my father's mother, my grandmother on my father's side would come up to visit, and it was like Christmas or she was cooking a turkey or Thanksgiving. My grandmother, talking about leftovers, she would make this stuff make this chipped turkey or whatever. But she would take cream of mushroom soup and mix the leftover turkey in it, and then she heat it up, whatever, and then put it on toast. It may have been good, but to a child, that didn't look appetizing. And I used to hate when because of course they want you to eat it. Yeah. So, I'm just sitting here thinking about all the holidays to come, and I'm getting tired at this point. I think this year I'm going to let the youngins cook everything. I'm going to sit and watch it. Okay? Because I'm running out of steam. I'm running all of that. And the thing about it is we eat some of this stuff throughout the year. So it's not, back in the day, it was fun and exciting because who's cooking turkey on a weeknight or whatever? But then they came out with these other stuff and roasters and stuff so you can have turkey-like meals. And then, I did that the Thanksgiving casserole where I put it all together, and that's delicious. I love that. I'd rather have that than to have a turkey. I'd rather have chicken, baked chicken, or a roasted chicken. That's me, but in this already my son's like, oh, so you're gonna make some baked macaroni and cheese? It ain't even Halloween. Let me check this stuff over here, y'all. These are the things I go through. So let me see. Did you take my fork? No, my fork is here. I need another fork because that's in there. Okay, so I'm gonna get another fork if I can find one.
If not, I got one. You ain't got none of them. Them don't fit.
Okay. Okay, so let me see. Let me take this off. I'm just checking that the potatoes are going to be the cleaner. Okay, because when they get ready, or just about ready, then I'm going to do the thickening stuff. See, just like that.
Yeah, that pan don't play.
This pan does not play. Okay, so my potatoes are where I need them to be. I'm going to move these stems to the side. Because when I thicken this up, it's even harder to get this stuff out when you thicken it up. So I'm going to move my stems to the side, y'all. Okay, now, matter of fact, I'm going to take these stems out. So now is the time you're going to take the stems out because they're really starting to cook up and they will start disintegrating into your soup. And because I already got a couple of pieces of this rosemary in here, but I'm not tripping. It won't be so bad. Okay, and I took that. So all of the stems are out, but see, you want to make sure that all your stems are out. You don't want to leave these in here. It's not appetizing at all. So I took those out. I put the potatoes in. I'm going to try not to move y'all too much over here. I'll just kind of put it here because I can see the pot from here. Can y'all see the pot?
Yeah.
Okay, so the potatoes, I can actually stick a fork through, but they have consistency. So now I'm going to take my other vegetables, and they've already been seasoned, and I'm going to pour them in. Oh, and one of them escaped. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to pour that in. Okay, that was a parsnip. Parsnip said, give me free. Give me free. No. So I'm going to stir this in. And then I'm going to take the heat up again because every time you put something else in your pot, it crowds it, it lowers your heat. Okay, so I'm going to put that in again, just like that. All right. Turn up the heat so it can start boiling again. So I took it to an 8. I may do a 9 for a second. And then I am going to get my tomato paste out. And open it. Okay. I'll put a little bit of tomato paste in here. I'm going to do a teaspoonful of, I'm looking over here, right? I'm going to do a teaspoonful of tomato paste. So that's a squeeze there. Okay. And put that back on. Let me stir it in. I may need a little more because there's a lot of soup. Well, this is going to taste really good. Okay, don't be popping me. What's wrong with you? The juice trying to jump up at me, y'all. The juice is abusing me. I'm going to put some more of this tomato paste in here. So 2 teaspoonfuls of tomato paste in there. Okay, let me stir it in. And you can also do the tomato paste ahead of time. So if you want to put the tomato paste in when you are sauteing or steaming your little vegetables, your onions and stuff like that, you can do that too. It's just, whatever you want to do. Okay. And that's it. You don't want to put a lot, because I'm not trying to make spaghetti sauce. I'm just trying to give it a more garden-y flavor. And that tomato paste does, especially this tomato paste, because this is very, very fragrant. Okay. So let me get that. Get this. Because the beautiful sister started cleaning up. I don't want to make no mess for her. And then put this back in here. Now I'm going to take some cream, heavy whipping cream, and I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of the heavy whipping cream. Okay, that goes in there. And then I'm going to take my thickening agent. I'm going to stir my heavy whipping cream in. Just like that. That's looking really nice. I love the colors. I love to see the transformation of the colors. I just love it. Okay. Let's get that all stirred in. And then I'm going to take this thickening stuff. Okay, it's still good. And I'm going to put it in a little bit at a time. Because as it cooks, I may end up putting the whole thing. Remember, I got a lot of liquid here. As it cooks, this is gonna incorporate itself in the liquid, and it's gonna start thickening up stuff. And the cream also is an emulsifier. Emulsifier means that it's a thickening agent. Okay. Now you can make this simple on yourself and get some cream of mushroom, chicken, whatever, the herb stuff, and you don't have to go through this. Okay. But if you don't have that on hand, I want you to always know how to get what you want if you don't have it. And cornstarch is cheap. Flour is cheap. You can have that always in your house. Do a quick thickening agent like I show you. Always mix it with some fluid and make it creamy and nice. And I didn't show you what it looked like. Okay, I've shown y'all before. But you see, that's what you want it to look like, your thickening agent. Okay. It's cooking. I think I'm going to use all of my thickening agent too because I want this to be nice and savory and creamy. I think I am. Okay, so I'm going to use all of it. And this was a tablespoonful of cornstarch with just a little bit, a capful of the chicken broth and a 1/4 teaspoonful of the heavy whipping cream. Let me get that all in there. Okay. Okay, we're going to let this cook for a few minutes. So we can let the cornstarch, cook. But it's like with flour, you don't want to have that raw taste. But it doesn't take that long. We want to see just how well it thickens. Or if it thickens, because we may need to put some more stuff up in here. And I want to get it fully incorporated. I'm going to get the rest of this out with a little bit of this chicken broth because I don't want to waste this. Get the rest of it out there. And put it all up in there. Okay, y'all don't have to get angry. Okay, just let me hurry up and get y'all in here. And I'm going to get the top back on you so you can stop getting angry. This pot is over here telling me, saying bad words to me. around here popping and you know, doing neck popping things. That's what it's doing. Doing neck popping. Okay, so let me cover it. I'm going to bring up the heat because I want to reduce some of this liquid so it can thicken up. Okay, this is good. It's doing what it's doing. And I probably will tint it because by covering it all the way, it's making condensation. So it's kind of, let me get this. It's kind of making more water, which is going to thin it out. So I probably will tint it, but we'll see. Let me throw this out. I'm going to put a dash of salt in there because I know it needs it. Okay, just a little dash, just like that. Let me stir it up some more. And I probably will have to put some more cornstarch in this because there's a lot of fluid. Okay, because I want this to be a little thicker. I don't want it to be too loose. Okay, we get that in. So let me get my, see, this is why I kept my cornstarch and I threw my cup away. Let me get another one because I want to put a little bit more of the cornstarch in there. Just a teeny tiny more. So I would say 2 tablespoons for this much fluid. This pot has grown to almost 3/4 of fluid is in here because of the vegetables and things like that. So of course these things emit fluid. So let me get this out. I'm going to do another little bit, but I'm not going to put all the other stuff in it. I'm just going to put the cornstarch. Let me get, I'll do 2 teaspoonfuls in here. That's 1. And that's 2. And let me move this out the way because I know I'm not, y'all can't see me. I hadn't planned on having to do all this, but you know what? That's what cooking is about, tweaking it. You know what I'm saying? You tweak it until it gets to how you want it to be. All right. I am going to take the heavy whipping cream, put that in here, and stir it up. And I think I can probably do that with the spoon. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little thick. I need some more. I need some more.
What?
Some more. I'm not talking to myself. I need some more cream in this because I got a lot of cornstarch, and so it went beyond being a paste. It was like some glue. And I do need a fork because a fork works better. But, you know, always trying to cut them corners, y'all. Okay. That's a little thick. I'm going to put some of this chicken broth in there. That's a little thick. I don't want it that thick. Okay, that's better. But most of it stuck to the spoon. I should have used a fork because most of it stuck to the spoon. Okay, come on. All right, and I'm not gonna put any seasoning in this because we got a lot of seasoning here. Okay, let me just move this over. Okay, yeah, snap, crackle, pop. Let's pour you in here some more. I'm pouring all of that in there because, like I said, a lot of fluid in here. Okay, let me turn you down because you getting angry and I don't want to get popped. Okay, that's doing it. This is it, y'all. That's it. That's what I want. That's creamy. Okay. 2 more minutes boiling. I'm gonna take it down. Then I'm gonna let beautiful. Matter for beautiful sisters, if you can taste this right here. Tell me what you think. If I need to get something else on in here. If I got a nice equilibrium between the little tomato that I put in here. Yeah. And if I need a little bit more sweetener. But you see how nice and thick that is? Yeah, be careful because it's hot and it's popping. See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's nice.
That's a nice consistency. You show them what I'm talking about, the consistency.
I don't know if y'all can see that.
Bring it this way.
That
Yeah,
you know
there you go.
the soup itself is not
You got it?
really
Okay.
loose,
Cool.
but it's loose enough.
Mm.
I would put a little bit of salt.
There's a little bit of salt. See, I told y'all.
Delicious.
Enough sugar dynamic in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
I'm gonna put a little bit more salt. Beautiful assistant says. No more pepper.
It's delicious.
The nice consistency.
Yes. Warms your soul.
You can put your bread in.
Yay.
We're gonna get ready to plate this puppy up. Okay. Oh yeah, that's some good eating, y'all. Look at that. And all of the vegetables are nice and they intact. The chicken has shredded itself and it's just incorporated. You have little pieces and big pieces.
Nice hearty.
Right. It's just, yeah, it's really cool. Okay, she's gonna put that bread in there. I'm gonna tidy up over here. Throw these little stems away. These little stems, they have to go bye-bye. Okay, excuse me. And when she does that, she can kind of move some of the stuff off this table, move our table out the way, and we can get ready to plate this stuff up. I'm telling you, a day like today.
Can you grab the little bowls? Oh, what kind of bowls?
Are we going to do our white bowls over there? The beautiful white bowls. We've been using our dollar store, our Dollar Tree plates and stuff lately because I just really love them, you know. But I'm going to do the fancy smancy ones today because I'm feeling a little fancy. Okay. So,
This time don't move.
put that over there. Okay. You're going to have to move that table because I know you need to get to the sink.
Me? Or
No, Corey, watch the bread.
yeah, I just checked it.
Yeah, I thought I smelt it. Okay. Yeah, we know the last thing we want, y'all, is for the bread to get burnt.
Yeah. Oh no! I put the butter in here. I'm not done with it.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. I thought you were done. You know, I get to cleaning, and then I forget. It's so funny, y'all. I clean up. I'm cleaning up so fast. She's not even finished.
Not yet. Almost, but not yet. Ooh, it smells good. Oh, let me get a.
Okay, I got this. Let me get my mouse. Put that on there. This is still stuff in there. Okay, get my mouse. I'm gonna sit over here with my peoples, and then we're gonna get ready to plate this puppy up. We're gonna call my grill master. Are you in there, honey? If you can see, you better come on down here and get this food because it's about to go far away from here, far away from here, far away from here.
You think I should do the outside?
Let me see. I would just brown it a little on the other side and then just wipe the butter on it. And turn that pot off for me because I think it's fine. Yes, this puppy is ready. This puppy is here ready to go. It sure is. And I'm ready to eat some. But I'm going to save the rest of my appetite for the hamburger. Ooh, I remember the name. Do you guys remember the little jingle for him? Hamburger helper when you need a helping hand. Yes. Well, we're going to blow it up. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I haven't had hamburger helper in 20 years. Really. In 20 years. So this is going to be exciting. I can't wait. So y'all come on over to the Love Rhythm Recipe, 7:30 p.m. tonight. You're going to get an earful of good old relationship information. You're going to get a nice budget, glowed up romantic meal or a family dinner or a weeknight or whatever the case may be. And we just going to have fun like we always do. How about that? Is the bread ready or no?
No, I'm about to put the other.
Yeah, she's just browning the other side of the bread.
Yeah,
when she gets it in the oven, then I'll go over there and start plating it up, and then they can call the grill master. Because he's probably sitting up there just waiting. Just because he said, hi. He's like, okay, what are we having today? You know, so.
What was that commercial? Sitting and waiting.
Yeah, no. Well, no. It's, what is it? what is it? Hoping and praying and what is it? I can't think of it.
That was the
It's,
one.
I don't think it's sitting and waiting. It's sitting and hoping and
It's sitting
and something
and
and
waiting
praying
and
and
hoping and praying. That's what it is.
I don't know.
Waiting and hoping and praying.
Yes,
That's
sitting there. What's sitting there?
Yep.
Now,
Sitting there.
sitting here in this chair. That's what I remember. Huh?
Oh,
Waiting for you. Oh, baby, to see things my way. But not a word did you say. Why must you be unkind?
that one. Okay.
Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
That's like the song of-
Girl, I'm taking my time, wasting my time, talking till I'm black and blue. Oh, can't you see? I wanna get next to
Who's that,
you.
the stylistic?
No, it's from Car Wash.
Oh, that's fine.
It's from the movie Car Wash. What's the name of the group that made the song? God, I can't think now. Rolls Royce.
How it's in the car.
Well, they made
Oh, car wash.
I'm wishing on a star to follow where you are.
Oh, you can start plating, by the way. I put the bread in.
She trying to shut me up, y'all.
Oh, no, keep going. We gotta sing and go.
Okay. Let me get a ladle. And I wish on all the rainbows that I see. Okay, let me get this in here. I'm gonna plate this puppy up. Okay, we need to move this out the way and get this stuff off here.
I'm gonna get it, but I don't want to burn my bread. I ain't moving until the
Okay, she don't want to have burner biscuit, y'all. Okay,
It's pretty right now.
Corey, get Grill Master.
Ooh, yeah, it's already about ready. But
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
can take
taking
that.
No, because you got that little brown.
Oh, she's trying to get the little crisp on there, y'all. Okay, let me get this top over here. Okay. And the moment of truth. Okay,
Ooh, look at that. It's all nice and delicious.
Ooh, look at that
Ooh.
chunky nice. Ooh, yes.
Shoot. You forget Progresso.
Child, please. Progresso ain't got
Could
nothing
never.
on me.
Could never. Look at that. This is so pretty.
Yes, everything is beautiful. Let me get that in here, just like that. See the nice chunks of the potatoes.
And see, the best part is as it sits, it gets better and better.
Yes, so if you make this ahead of time and tomorrow, and yeah, and the next day, and if you get to stay around here that long,
I'm gonna take some
paper towel. If it gets to stay around that long, guys, yeah,
baby.
okay. Can you pass me the parsley from over there because I have to garnish? Okay. Let me turn this off. Okay, everything smells so yummy. I know this ain't gonna last till tomorrow. I already see it now.
Baby, that's a lot there. That's a lot for that. How much you said you paid to me?
I did. The chicken cost me $6. The potatoes, we bought 5 pounds of potatoes, so I only used 6 of those, and that was $5.99 for the 5 pounds. So I used 6 of those, and we got potatoes left.
Yep.
The parsnips only cost $1.50. The carrots were like $1.50 or something like that. My certain staples you have, the chicken broth that costs like $1.59, for 32 ounces. So I would say this pot here for most people who will last more than a meal. Okay, this is a big pot of soup. It will last for other people more than one meal. This probably cost me about $20. And that's if you don't have some of the staples here. It costs me less because I have some of the staples here. But if you don't, then yeah. Okay, I'm just garnishing this and making it cute. Hey there.
Hey.
Okay. I got you coming.
Take your time.
Okay, put a nice little garnish on that one. a nice little garnish on yours. Okay, beautiful. Give you a piece of bread. Corey, come get yours.
I was wondering whether you're gonna make it like a toasted bread.
Yeah, you know we can't have soup without the bread.
Okay, it's hot, but you can let them see.
All right, everyone.
Wow, that look amazing.
Take a look at
They
that.
sure do. Ooh, yes.
Wow.
Okay,
Beautiful.
Ooh, that look good.
okay, it's hot.
Wow,
That's fantastic.
wow, that look,
Steamy.
yeah, look very hearty too. Mm.
Oh, you gonna get full for sure.
Oh
for sure.
yeah, for sure. Wow,
Here
that
you go,
looks
beautiful
good.
Gotta blow
sister.
on it a little extra because
Yeah, be
it's
honest.
steamy.
Girl, see that? Look how pretty. That's so pretty.
Well, y'all
Well,
got
I
it.
give you
Y'all
the
got it
garnish.
freezing down here.
Really?
We're
Crazy,
gonna
wow.
make up for it. We're gonna make up for it with this delicious
Ooh.
hot soup. The contrast, gotta have a little
Ooh,
hot and
so-
cold.
All
I'll
right.
let you do your thing.
Mm.
Slide to the left.
So
Okay.
the
Wow.
flavor, it's chef kiss on point. Oh my goodness. The chicken is nice and tender. The potatoes themselves, like, you know what? That wasn't a potato. That was
That was a parsnip, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's what I'm about to say. I don't know what. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, the parsnip and the potatoes look almost alike.
Yeah,
dude.
but the parsnip is supposed to have a sweet.
Yeah, I'm trying to
And-
find it. so
And
I
it's
can
more
just-
round, like
It's round.
It's
Yeah,
round.
like the carrot.
yeah.
Trying to find one.
Everything is delicious.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna try to taste them separate so I know.
I gotta keep blowing mine. This is piping hot.
Nice and savory. It's delicious.
Oh God.
Okay, so I'm hearing all this savory, delicious. Oh God! But explain, because they can't taste it, so they need to understand the layers of the flavor, the dynamic.
I'm gonna taste it with the parsnip first because I've never had a parsnip before, so I don't know what it tastes like.
It's sweet.
I just had it on the roll, and the gravy on the roll is outstanding. Just to have it as a dipper.
Ooh, that has a very
Mm.
unique flavor because it's sweet and savory at the same time. Perfect texture.
Mm.
But
Nice and
it's like
creamy.
it's nice and creamy because the sauce that we made. Herbs all through it. Every nuance of this plate has flavor. Everything.
Wow.
The meat distributed really well through the sauce and through all the veggies. The flavor it gives you this feeling of warmth, and you just feel so tingly and yummy. Just goes down your throat so nice and smooth. It's so delicious. It's so delicious. Even without the bread. Now with the bread, that just gives like an extra added texture balance. Oh, and it's so delicious.
I haven't even
So
touched my
delicious.
bread yet.
I know,
Wow.
right?
And I'm gonna tell you, you can make your own croutons with the bread, or put some croutons on top of it if you don't want to have the bread, in your hand like that, and just get a spoonful of crouton, a spoonful of soup, the different vegetables, the things that I like that I'm looking at, and I will pull this down again for anyone who didn't see. I hope you guys can see this.
Wow.
Okay, it's focused now, so you should be able to see, and it's hot and piping. The thing that I like the most about this, let me bring this a little closer,
Be careful, I'm not that
is I'm not gonna knock it down because that needs to go knock down in my stomach. Okay, but the thing I like the most about it is the vegetables. You see, every vegetable has held the integrity. You see that potato? Perfect, just the way she cooked it. However, this potato it melts in your mouth. Okay, same thing with the carrots. The color, the texture, it's not all mushy and turned into some type of mushy mess. Okay, same thing with the parsnips. Okay, and as I said, you have chicken in every bite. So it shredded itself. I didn't have to shred it. So now I'm going to taste it because it is so hot. I'm scared to put it in my mouth. But let me blow it. And let's see what's going on.
I can see this as being a winter staple, man. We had this more than one time. This is good.
He says that every time I make some
This
soup.
would feel good, like even like if you're sick. This feel like
Yeah.
a sick meal.
Oh, she said this is like what do you call it? Upgrade of your mama's sick chicken soup when you sick. Okay. Mm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. I like the parsnip has a little bite.
Mm-hmm.
That is good. And I think I almost didn't put it in here.
I'm glad you did.
That is very good.
Mm.
Root vegetable
Mhm.
chicken soup. You can't beat that with a stick. Okay. This is very good. I hope that you guys enjoyed this live demonstration. Our little fun. This soup right here. It doesn't cost a lot. You can make it easy with some rotisserie chicken. Do those veggies like I told you. Do the microwave thing. You don't have to wait for an hour for it to cook. You don't have to really do a lot of watching. You can pre-prep. Hey, you can. Hey, that's all I'm saying. This is a meal. Have yourself a salad if you want something else on top of that. But I'm telling you, just this right here with all those nice vegetables in there. These are seasonal vegetables, so you'll be able to get them. Go to Aldi, someplace like that. Cheap. You know what I'm saying? And you'll have stuff left over. It freezes well. And you can keep it in the fridge for about a week. Okay. That's all I can say. And season it up and flavor it up. And then you'll be happy like I am. And like this family is. And I'm going to do like my sister said. I'm putting something with a label. Don't touch it or you be unalived. How about that? In any case,
It might be worth
for
it.
all of you who will be rewatching, I suggest you wait to the end and you see this. Okay. And you get this done. If you're new to my channel and you've been watching, subscribe. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Hey, give me some ideas. I may cook what you want. Come along and cook with me. Like I said, I'm going to put that recipe in before Wednesday. If you subscribe, you get to see the community post. And you can come in here next Saturday and cook with me. Okay? It'll be so much fun. Thank you to my Flavor fam who always stands 10 toes deep and supports me. All of you. Love you much. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, as always, you know what I wish you. I wish you love, peace. Oh, come on over to the Love Rhythm recipe at 7:30. You won't want to miss it. Trust me. And what, y'all? Some great weekend eats. I'm going to see y'all next week. Bye-bye.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm ready to risk it all for this soup.
Mm. Mm.
You better be fighting over this soup.
That's